What do you think it's for? What the? Dude, this is pretty f***ed up right here. Oh my god! They killed Kenny! You bastard!
I'm going down south, I'm gonna have myself a time.
Friendly faces everywhere, humble folks without temptation.
Going down south, I'm gonna leave my woes behind.
Ample parking day or night, people spouting honey neighbor.
Heading on up south, I'm gonna see if I can't unwind. So come on down south, I can meet some friends of mine.
From the deep reaches of space, a horror approaches. Once in a great while, the malevolent forces of a universe combine to form a force of evil so concentrated, so pure, that no bastion of goodness and decency can stand against it. It hurls through the universe toward its destination, the planet Earth. The town to be victimized? South Park, Colorado. A quaint little town nestled in the peaks of the Rocky Mountains. Where better to terrorize good and decent folk? Yeah, right.
Hello, greetings, salutations everybody, and welcome to the channel of Flash with my brand new playthrough of South Park for the Nintendo 64. And hooey, you're in for a good old time if you're a fan of South Park, because this game fucking rocks. I love this game, man. And I know this game gets a lot of flack for being boring or average or having annoying repetitive voice clips, but nah, forget that. Forget all that shit. Forget all the haters, because I'm gonna show you what a great game this really is. South Park for the Nintendo 64. This game came out in what, 98? Yeah, it came out in 1998 when the show was only in its second season. But still, it has so much charm and comedy that the show had, it's amazing. It also came out for the PlayStation and the PC too, but in this playthrough we're only gonna cover the Nintendo 64 version because that's the version I played for my entire life. It's the version I grew up on. It's the version that made me the man who I am today, and I wouldn't have it any other way. So, before we even get started with this game, we're gonna go to the options. We're going to go to the music volume and put it up to 32 because the music in this game is amazing. Like, it feels like Danny Elfman composed this stuff. It's so like upbeat and jolly and zany. It's wild. It's a wild time. We also want to put on not crosshairs, subtitles. I never play with crosshairs on. Even in games like Star Fox 64, I always take off the crosshairs because I don't need that blocking out my screen. I think I'm pretty good enough at aiming where I don't need it. And of course, the control type split, that's all gonna stay the same. Sound is gonna be stereo, of course. But then we go over here to high res. And if you remember in the intro of this video when it said expansion pack found, well yeah, this is the only thing that affects the expansion pack. Or vice versa, I should say. This is the only thing the expansion pack affects in the game. High res, if we click on it, it just changes the aspect ratio, to be honest. To be honest, what a weird thing to say. As if I'm lying about that. You clearly saw it with your own eyes. But yeah, if we click it again, it's showing a black screen on my screen. Oh, there you go. Yeah, it just changes the aspect ratio of it all. And I'm gonna stick with this one. This is the one I prefer. I'm actually playing this on a flat screen right now. Flat screen television for a Nintendo 64 game. Crazy, huh? Now how is that gonna show up in the recording? Unfortunately, I think it's still gonna show up in 480p. Just because I don't really have an HDMI adapter for my Nintendo 64. And yes, I'm playing this on an actual Nintendo 64 hardware. So, I just want to have the authenticity of it all. I want to play with an actual Nintendo 64 controller, man. I don't want any emulators, even though the emulators may make it look a bit better. But you know, the whole grainy, the 480p graininess, I think it adds a bit to the authenticity of the game. So that's what I'm sticking to. Besides, South Park for the Nintendo 64. It'll be fine. You guys will live. Hopefully. Anyways, now that we got that out of the way, we're gonna go to the story mode, okay? And start a new game. Rumble Pack compatible. I do have a Rumble Pack, but I'm not gonna use it because I'm in the slot where the Rumble Pack would go. I have the controller pack, and the controller pack helps you. Is it called a controller pack or memory card pack? Whatever it's called, the memory card thing that I stick in the back of the controller, that's what I have in the back of the controller. Well, that sounded a lot less redundant in my head. But yeah, I could put on the Rumble Pack, but I'd have to go back and forth. And I'm not doing all that.
Eric is cool.
Alright, select your player. Or Mario Kart would say, select your player.
Let me at him.
Okay, so there are 5 worlds in this game. Every world I'm gonna pick somebody different, and the person I'm gonna choose is dependent on the theme of the world. So for instance, the first world is about turkeys, killer turkeys. So in that case, I'm gonna go with...
Dude, I'm good.
Actually, there's actually nobody who's particularly involved in turkeys thematically, I think. So I'm just gonna go with Kyle for the first time since he's my favorite character. But for the other levels, there are clear indicators of who I want to be for those levels. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. So, Kyle, you're up.
Out of my way, dum-dum. I'm gonna kick some butt.
Episode 1, Stage 1, Operation Turkey Butt. Fair game. Find your friends and go enjoy the Renaissance Fair. Will do.
Hi, Chef.
Hello, children. Did you hear the news?
What news?
A big comet is headed our way. It's gonna cross paths with the Earth, and when it does, all kind of crazy, spooky stuff is gonna happen.
Spooky like how?
Spooky like you better get your asses indoors, children. I'm not kidding. Our lives are in danger.
What the hell is that about? Man, Chef is weird. I need to find the others first.
Alright, so here it is. South Park for the Nintendo 64. Now we're getting into the meat and potatoes of it all. So right off the bat, you can see this is a first-person shooter. Quite unusual for a South Park game. Then again, it's also been an RPG in later games and also a racing game.
That's it, you bastard.
Ah, get out of here. Yeah, South Park has been like every genre under the sun. But anyways, the control scheme. So, it's kind of weird. The default controls are the C buttons. So you press C up to move up, press C down to move backwards, C left to go left, C right to go right. And we actually use the joystick to like aim the camera. And of course we press the Z button to shoot, and we press the R button to jump. And since we don't have any weapons right now, normally we would press A or B to change weapons, or to cycle between weapons, but we can't do that yet. And last but not least, the D-pad. This actually changes the weapon you have right now to like an alternate form of the weapon. So instead of a snowball, we got the piss ball. Just create urines, an explosion of piss on your enemies. And it also creates an AoE effect too, so that's cool. And of course, you got a mini-map in the corner that's gonna show us where enemies are, or allies. And right next to it is our health bar. 100 would be the maximum health, but I got fucked up by that turkey, so I'm down to 97. And of course, the icon to the right of that is our current weapon. Picture in the top left is the character we're playing as right now, and the top right is the score. So, now that we got the HUD out of the way and the general gameplay, let's get into the nitty-gritty of it all. Right here, this is gonna be our first friend we're gonna meet. Kenny! So, let's just go pick up Kenny. And now we got another friend. I'm gonna explain what all the friends do shortly, right after I kill these guys.
Evil turkey.
Okay, so now that they're gone, so what friends do? Oh, before I even get into that, it's Kenny's house. There's a pretty good one-to-one recreation of the show. Yeah, in this game, they're gonna see a lot of landmarks from the show, and Kenny's houses are gonna be our first one. So anyways, our friends, what do they do? Why do we need friends? Oh, isn't that a question to ask for real life? I mean, friends are good. Mostly. It's over here. Nothing's over here. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of dead ends in this game. Also a lot of secret passages too. But what do the friends do? I keep dancing around this question. Alright, so I'm gonna dance around it a bit more. Let's go pick up Cartman first before I explain.
I'm so mad at you guys right now.
And let's kill this turkey too. Oh, another landmark, KJ's Buffet. That's another landmark from the show. We also got Jimbo's guns over there. And this is supposed to be Cartman's house, but he never had a yellow house in the show. His house was green in the show, even in the first season. So, I don't know why they made it yellow in this game. Maybe it's to distinguish from Stan's house, and Stan also has a greenhouse, so they're probably like, oh, we don't want to have two greenhouses in this game. Let's give Cartman his own unique color. Which actually kind of makes sense because in the show, the inside of his house is yellow, so it wouldn't make sense for his house to be on to be yellow on the outside too. Oh yeah, the sushi bar too, another landmark, show landmark. Where's this turkey? Yeah, the yellow dots mean it's an enemy, the blue dots mean it's your friend, and eventually we're gonna meet green dots. That's gonna be like enemies, not enemies, but like not allies, not enemies, not allies. Neutral, that's it, neutral. Go pick up Stan. Yeah, this is what Cartman's house looks like in the show.
Over here, stupid sweet.
It's also what Stan's house looks like too, so I don't know why. It's kind of weird they give them both. Get over here. Yeah, that's the problem with picking up friends. They move around so much, it's hard to pick them up. Anyways, over here we got City Hall. Another show landmark, and looks like Officer Barbrady's car. Yeah, that's kind of hard to say. Try saying that 3 times fast. Officer Barbrady's car. Barbrady car. Car Brady. Yeah, we can't do anything here. Alright, now that we finally got all of our friends, oh my god, I can finally talk about this. So the friends, the main purpose of friends in this game is to pretty much cycle between weapons. Oh, look, that's Kyle's house up ahead. Since I'm playing as Kyle, I wouldn't be standing there. Anyways, yeah, the purpose of friends is to cycle through weapons. So each friend can only carry 2 weapons. So right now I have a snowball, and Kyle has a snowball, and he can only carry 1 more weapon. So after that, if you don't have any more friends with you, then you can't carry any more weapons. And so, if you're good at math, you know that there's actually going to be only 8 weapons in this game. Technically there's 9 weapons, but the 9th one you can only get in multiplayer. But we're not going to talk about that yet. We're going to talk about another landmark over here. Probably the biggest landmark in the show, debatably. The school, where a lion's share of the episodes take place in. Oh, and also the football field too. Oh, there's something really cool about the football field. I'll talk about it later, after we go into the Renaissance Fair. Run away! Ah, scary, evil turkey! Ah! Yeah, let's save all those people from the turkeys. Alright, now that they're gone. So, you know, I don't know if I mentioned this or not already, but this show is going to be chocked to the brim with a whole bunch of references and callbacks to the show. And here's one of them right now. South Park Elementary. Look at the scoreboard. If you haven't figured it out, it's the exact same scoreboard from the show. It even has the same 6 points that Stan scored. Stan scored at the end of the episode. Big gay owls, big gay boat ride. Yeah, with the gay dog. Gay dog. Gotta dig it, gay dog. So yeah, that's a cool little throwback. It's also Also, the way the football field and the school is aligned, it looks really similar to how it's aligned in the actual show. I'll put up a screenshot too to show the similarities. But yeah, I'm not gonna say this entire town is like a whole one-to-one recreation of how it is in the show, because, you know, landmarks are placed where they're not normally placed in the show. Like, Tom's rhinoplasty isn't normally next to the post office. And it's actually we're gonna, spoiler alert, in the later worlds, we're gonna come back to town, and like all the landmarks are gonna be in different spots. The same landmarks are gonna be there, but they're just gonna be like in different layouts. Anyways, let's move on to the Renaissance Fair. Ooh, turkey leg. How ironic, considering the people we're fucking up right now. Now, you may be wondering why I'm not using the piss ball if it has AoE. Well, check this out. Oh, I didn't mean to switch back. Yeah, look, there's no AoE whenever you hit a target spot on. There's no AoE damage that occurs. I think that's just a glitch in the programming. I don't think that's intentional, but yeah, look at that. The AoE only happens if you don't hit them with it. Yeah, let's explore this place for a bit. Wards, cleavers? Oh, nice JPEGs of swords. That's a JPEG, right? I don't know, I'm not the most tech-savvy person. Ivy's poison. Get it? Poison Ivy. Hey, wait a minute. Is this one Cleaver Ward? Is that a pun or something? I don't know if that's supposed to be like a clever pun, like Ivy's poison, Poison Ivy. Cleaver's wards. Ward cleaver? Cleaver's ward? Cleaver sword? Cleaver's sword? I don't know. Oh, speaking of neutral enemies that I was talking about, here's a little cute bunny. It's coming straight for us! You always gotta say that before you take out the cute little critters. Oh, look, Lon's chainmail. Chainmail-ons? I don't know. Chainmail lawns. I feel like that's some kind of pun that I'm just too medievally ignorant to know. Ah, who cares? Who needs puns? They say puns are the bane of the comedy world. But speaking of banes of worlds, we got cheesy poofs over here. These give you 10 HP. Cheesy poofs, yeah, indeed. And of course you got weight gain 4000 or beefcake, if the voice clip is gonna play. Beefcake! Yeah! So this, as it just says, it gives you invincibility, which means you can't get hit. I mean, technically you can get hit, but you just won't take damage.
Oh, sweet.
But it only lasts a short time. So anyways, now that we're done with the Renaissance Festival, we can finally get onto the outskirts of town. This is a point in the game where people get lost a lot. But it's actually not that bad. And look, we got some Zippy Cola. I think that's what it's called. Or Zip Cola, I should say. This just speeds you up. I don't know if Zip Cola ever appeared in the show or not, because I don't remember it appearing in the show, but it might have, but I just don't remember. But yeah, it just makes us go fast. Gotta go faster, 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 faster. Kyle X. Kyle X. Sounds like he died and became a robot or something. New and improved Kyle X. Kind of reminds me of Chef's Fate and that one tragic episode of the show. Chef. Ooh, more enemies. Ugh, hate these guys. Turkeys are the easiest, gonna be like the easiest people to kill, obviously, since the enemies in the first world. Excuse me. I got distracted by something. Anyways, yeah, turkeys are gonna be the easiest people to kill first. Eventually, we're gonna start meeting enemies who really start to fuck up our shit. But that's for a later day. Not yet, but soon. Very, very soon. And I'm really looking forward to it, because I think that's where the game really picks up, is in the next level. Or next world, I should say. We're in World 1, Level 1, Stage 1, or Episode 1, Stage 1. Or is it Stage... Oh, crap. I don't remember if the stage or the episode is like the world, and... I don't remember which one's like the world and which one's the actual level within the world. Because there's gonna be 3... In this stage, there's gonna be 4 parts to this stage.
Oh, sweet.
And we're only in part 1, or episode 1. This is stage 1. Ah! I'm getting so confused. Anyways, let's go to this green dot. Ah, it's coming right for us! Ah, crisis averted. Look at this death animation, look at this shit. They really have that good old South Park sense of humor for this game. This game doesn't skip out on that. It has all the raw, vulgar, raunchiness, raunchy. I like raunchy better, I'm gonna say that. Raunchy of the show. And this game actually came out. No, I already said that. I was gonna say, oh, this game came out in '98 when South Park was in its 2nd season, but I already said that earlier in the video, so of course I don't need a repeat. It doesn't bear repeating. Yeah, if we come over here, there's a little hidden house. I mean, yeah, it's pretty hidden, but it has dodgeballs in it, which is Kyle's 2nd weapon. Which means Kyle himself cannot collect any more weapons, which is why we needed our other friends. And ironically enough, I think the game wouldn't even let you progress if you didn't get your friends. I don't know if it does it in this level. I know for a fact it does it in later levels, where you have to collect all your friends for like a gate to open. But I don't remember if it happens in this level. I mean, why wouldn't you collect your friends? They're in the path to finding your friends. I mean, of progressing through the level. So it's not really, you don't really go out of your way to collect your friends. Alright, this bear, I don't know if this is a glitch in the programming or if it's like some kind of sort of hidden meaning behind it, but out of here. But this guy, normally he's supposed to appear as a green dot in the map, but he appears as a yellow dot, which sort of implies he's an enemy for some reason. I don't know why. Like, he just follows me like a good little doggy, even though he's a bear. But still, you can still kill him. Ah, he's coming right for us. So yeah, ooh, more turkeys.
Take that, peckerhead.
Oh, he's still alive. Ah, he's coming right for us. Piss. There you go. Piss off. Master of puns. Thy name is the Channel of Flash. So yeah, now that the bear is dead, we can keep going forward. Oh, look, another enemy. It's a ram. And turkeys. So many animals we gotta kill. Ah, it's coming right for us. I had to say that before I killed this guy. So yeah, the bunny I just killed earlier, that ram and the deer, those are actually all enemies that Jimbo killed in the episode Volcano whenever they went hunting. So yeah, those are all animals taken directly from the show. Oh! Let's creep on over to the right over here. You see this wall? You see this wall? You think it's a solid object? Fuck you, it's not. It's a hidden wall. Yeah, this game's, they're kind of dicks when it comes to these hidden walls. Oh, this lightning bolt, look. Double fire rate. You don't really need this since you can kill turkeys really fast already, but still, it's cool to have. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of secret passages in this game that are just blocked off by seemingly solid walls. And of course, this gate won't open unless you kill all the turkeys. I mean, all the turkeys that spawn in whenever you get to this particular area. You actually don't need to kill every enemy you see for the most part. It's only in certain areas that have gates that they're like, oh, kill all these enemies before you go further. Give me more ammo for my dodgeballs. Oh yeah, I haven't even said this already, but the rampant turkeys, if you're a fan of the show, you already know this, but this episode is actually inspired by the episode Starvin' Marvin, in which the turkeys started attacking South Park. But in the show, it was because like they all came from Dr. Mephisto's lab, so they're like mutant turkeys. But in this game, they're actually going crazy because of the comet that occurred in the intro. It's making all sorts of spooky shit happen in South Park. And crazy turkeys is one of those side effects. It's coming right for us. So yeah. And it's not really I know it might seem like this is sort of a retelling of that episode, but in terms of the South Park canon, this place takes place after that episode. It takes place sometime in season 2. So I don't exactly know when in season 2, but sometime in season 2. So all the events that have already happened are like actual canon to this game. Anyways, enough about the lore. Who cares about lore in South Park? Level complete! Tanks destroyed, 0. Tanks escaped, 0. Minions crushed, 137. Innocent creatures needlessly KO'd, 4. So tanks! I'm gonna go further into that in the next level. But for now, we got a new character to play as. Mr. Mackett. Gray. Code, cheating is bad. So yeah, that's another thing. We unlock characters every time we beat a level. And of course the codes, they're all some sort of funny little joke or reference to the show or the character. Of course, Mr. Mackey, cheating is bad. It's a pun, not really a pun, but a play on words on how he always says drugs are bad or drinking is bad. So, in this case, cheating is bad. Episode 1, Stage 2. Okay, so the episode refers to the world in general, but the stages are like the individual levels within the episodes. Okay, now I got it. Anyways, turkey shoot. All turkeys must be destroyed. Find Chef for more info. I gotta find Chef. Okay, this thing right here. So, this is gonna come in handy, not really in handy, but this is the actual element, gameplay element right here. Eventually, later on in the level, really soon, we're gonna meet these giant enemies called tanks. And so what tanks do is that they travel from wherever they are, they travel all the way back over here. So what we have to do is kill the tanks before they manage to reach this spot. And if they do reach this spot, then it's gonna take us into a little mini game where we have to defend the town from them. I'll get more into that later. Let's watch a cutscene.
Chef, you were right. The comet is doing crazy, spooky things. We're being invaded by mutant turkeys.
I know, children. I saw it in the news. Those mutant turkeys are being led by bigger turkeys. Every now and then, the big turkeys lay eggs and hatch little turkeys. You want to take out the big turkeys, and the rest won't be much of a problem. But if you really want to put an end to these turkey bastards, you've got to follow them back to their source. Got it?
Got it. You can count on me, Chef. The future of our civilization is in my hands.
Oh, crap.
Okay, so the volcano. Oh, before that, look, Chef's Shack of Love. So I think that's where they got the name idea for Chef's Love Shack. Love Shack. Love Shack. Why did I think it was Love Sack in my mind? Love Sack, that's so wrong. Yeah, I think maybe that's where they got the idea for that name of that game. I don't know if I don't think I'm ever gonna do a Let's Play of that game. Well, first of all, I never even played it. But second of all, it doesn't even seem that fun. It seems like some weird Mario Party clone. I mean, from the gameplay I've seen. What was I talking about before the cutscene even interrupted us? Alright, tanks. Yeah. If the tanks reach that little red glowing aura target spear thing, then it's gonna engage us in a minigame where we have to destroy the town. And for the sake of showing off everything in this playthrough, well, mostly everything, I'm actually gonna let one escape into there so it can show it off. And it's actually a really good thing too, because you can get some real goodies in there if you actually do let them engage in that minigame. And I'll show you what I mean when we get there. But for now, we want to jump over here, right center. And look,
Dude, sweet.
we got beefcake and dodgeball and cheesy poofs. Ooh. I don't understand how the turkeys can see through the invisible walls, but we can't. I guess these are mutant turkeys, so they have omnipotent powers. Except for the power to survive being hit by a little inch of snow. How weird. Imagine saving the world by throwing snowballs at people. You know, what a thing to tell your grandkids one day. I saved the world from a maraud. Maraud? Is that even a real word? From a gang of mutant Turkish with only my snowballs in my urine. Then they're gonna be like, Grandpa, you're full of shit. And then Grandpa's gonna be like, God, kill me, Sonny. Kill me, Billy. I mean, assuming I'm talking from the perspective of Stan. Because of course, Stan's gonna grow up to be just like his grandpa. He's probably gonna act and look exactly like him, and he's gonna get his own grandkids to try and kill him. I can totally see that happening. Okay, so here. This is a totally optional route we can take. I really don't need to take this because I have full ammo on dodgeballs, and I have full health. I spoke too soon. So that'd be the only reason you want to come here. Woo boy. Get me out of here. Oh yeah, what was I talking about? Volcano. Chef was talking about the volcano. How the volcano erupted and there were all those canals or like crevices or whatever. Yeah, that's based off the volcano episode. In which when all the citizens started building those what do you even call those? I forgot what he called them. Canals, I guess? Anyway, he wanted to deter the lava coming from the erupted volcano away from the town. Okay, here's our first instance of a tank. But before I get into tanks, I'll finish my thought. So yeah, so in the show, they wanted to get rid of all the lava that was about to come to the town by building the canals. But now in this game, apparently the mutant turkeys, like, turned the canals into their base of operations. Not like base of operations, but they militarized it. So now we gotta go through the canals that were previously built and stop all the turkeys. And speaking of stopping turkeys, fuck this turkey before he gets to town. And they run really fast too. Oh, they also drop cheesy poofs when they die. Yeah, but you gotta pick them up quick. They disappear in like 10 seconds. That always happens to me. Every time I'm on my way to pick up a cheesy poof, they disappear right before I get to them. It feels really intentional by the game. It's just like, oh, want these cheesy poofs? Oh, you're so close, you're so close, you almost got it. Oh, nope, you're too slow. Ah! Ugh, how malicious. I hate malice. Except when it's like directed at someone else. Malice directed at me, I don't like. Malice directed towards my enemies. That's something I can get behind. Okay. So, let's pick up dodgeball. Dodgeballs are your best friend in this game. Oh, I didn't even show this off. Alright. Before I go further, dodgeballs, I didn't even talk about this. They're stronger than snowballs, but look. Ugh, shit. Oh, come on. Whoa. There you go. Whenever you throw dodgeballs, you can actually catch them. You know, just like in the actual game. Except, I don't think you can get yourself out if you catch your own ball. It wouldn't even be possible. Unless you're like Sonic the Hedgehog and you throw a ball and then like run really fast to the other side to catch it. Or, you know, you can just throw it up in the air and catch your own ball that way too. What am I talking about? Oh yeah, dodgeballs. Never throw dodgeballs at turkeys, at the small turkeys. It's such a waste of ammo. They go down in one hit anyways. Dodgeballs are so much slower to use than your regular snowballs. It's no point. Just save the dodgeballs for the big old fat ass tanks.
Oh, sweet.
And of course, the dodgeballs are based off the Conjoined Fetus Lady episode. That season 2 episode in which the South Park Elementary students went to China to compete in that dodgeball tournament. Oh yeah, another callback to the show. The snowballs. I don't think the snowballs are a reference to anything in particular in the show. It's just based off the fact they live in Colorado. It's a very snowy area. So of course dodgeballs would be a weapon of choice. A logical weapon of choice. I mean, for all intents and purposes. I don't think a snowball would really do much damage in real life. I mean, unless you like put rocks in it or something. A rocky snowball. Ooh. It kind of sounded like I said. Never mind. I don't want to offend anyone in the Middle East. Anyways. You know what? Remember when I said I was gonna let a tank escape? I almost forgot to do that. I'm gonna let a tank escape. Oh, over here to the left, we got dodgeballs, more ammo. Just wanted to show that off. I'm not gonna let this one escape. There's gonna be a tank I'm gonna let escape later in the level. Yeah, the alternate form of the dodgeball. It's like a super dodgeball throw. Whenever you get a lightning bolt on it.
Stupid turkey.
I don't know how Kyle is so powerful at throwing dodgeballs. That would have been very nice in the Conjoined Fetus Lady episode, whenever they competed against China. Instead of making Pip do all the work. Well, you can fall down there. You don't really need to. Well, you will. I'm gonna show off a hidden area, which is gonna take us down there anyways. So I'll go down into that ravine later, when I show that off. Yeah. Kyle having monster strength throwing snowballs and dodgeballs would have gone really handy in the dodgeball tournament episode. But who knows? As I said earlier, this game takes place after those events. So he could have possibly, you know, went to the gym, started working on his arm, got really strong enough to be able to become a human rocket launcher. With dodgeballs. Human dodgeball launcher. Yep. And while I was going on that dumbass tangent of mine, I forgot to mention that you're intentionally supposed to drop into the water. And if you keep going down that water route, it takes you over to that hidden area right there with the cheesy poofs and the dodgeball ammo. Which inevitably takes you down into that ravine. Which leads us back up here. So yeah. Don't worry, we're almost at the end of the level. Alright, here we go. Here's... Ooh boy, I almost jumped in right when the boats were about to leave. Okay. So here's where platforming comes in handy. Ah, shit. Ooh, wow, that was cool. I like did a bunny hop out of the water. That was awesome. But yeah, that's where platforming comes into play. This game is a bit platform heavy. It's a platform heavy first person shooter. I mean, you wouldn't be able to tell in this level, since that's like the only platforming we had all game so far. But in the later levels, platforming is going to become a major thing. And unfortunately, it's not as tight as a platforming in other first-person shooters. We're going to let this guy live. In other first-person shooters, such as Metroid Prime. But, you know, it's 1998. They're still getting their bearings. And give them time. They never made a sequel in this style before. Another South Park first-person shooter would have been cool. Apparently there's supposed to be a sequel, but it got canceled. Oh, that's what I read on Wikipedia. Anyways, since we let a tank escape...
We've got to stop them from destroying the town.
Yep, this is the tank defense minigame. So pretty much you gotta kill this guy. Ooh, he just fucked up that school so bad.
We've got to stop them from destroying the
Damn! shit. But anyways, yeah. The objective here is you gotta kill all the tanks that escape before the town gets destroyed. You really can't lose this game intentionally. It's so easy. Or they take so fucking long to kill the town that it's not even a challenge. But what you really want to do, the reason you want to do this minigame actually is if you destroy this house right here, you can get some ammo for a new weapon. The Terrence and Phillip dolls.
Don't let them damage the town.
They're not Phillip, but the Terrence dolls, these are a godsend. You're gonna be using these a whole lot during the game. I mean a lot. See, I'm gonna show it off right now, look. Look how fast his health goes down. If you can aim it just right, like in the center of him, see, he's almost dead just from this one thing. Then you can take down enemies real quick. It's awesome. The Phillip dolls aren't as good. They create like, it's pretty much the same as the Terrence dolls. It's pretty much the same as the Terrence dolls, but it just creates a tiny little fart cloud instead of a big old fart cloud. And also the Terrence dolls, what am I trying to say? Yeah, they're proximities. They're pretty much proximity mines, so they always go off whenever somebody gets near them, including yourself. So be careful. Alright, we unlocked Officer Barbrady. Elvis lives. I don't understand what this is supposed to mean. I don't know if this is like a joke or a reference or something. I'm inclined to believe that since Elvis lives is an anagram, then I think maybe Barbrady is also sort of an anagram. I mean, if you exclude the D and the Y, Barbardy, Brady. I don't know. I really don't know. Yes, I want to save. And yes, Mr. Hat does suck ass. Plot twist. Mr. Garrison wrote that. Yep. Save file 11. I have a lot of save files. I play this game a lot. But next, we're on to episode 3. Search and destroy. Clear out the turkey lair. Eliminate the leader. Kick turkey butt. Will do, General. Alright, so if we take our sights over to the left, we got a new weapon. The Toilet Plunger Launcher. So what this does, it's another really powerful weapon just like the dodgeball, but the thing is, oh shit. Oh, cool. Okay, I was about to say. Yeah, the thing is you can always collect all the weapons you drop. I mean, you can do that with the dodgeball too, but it's a lot easier to do with the launcher. And for the alternate form, you can shoot 3 of them at once. So yeah, there's that. There is that. Oh, yeah, I also forgot to mention. Yeah, Stan's gonna be our new weapon guy for the next 2 weapons we have. So if we didn't have Stan, and if we didn't have Cartman, if we didn't have Kenny, then Kyle would not be able to have these 2 weapons. These 2 weapons, not the dodgeball. Yeah, these 2 weapons. So that's why you gotta collect friends. Oh, Chef, you relocated. I like to imagine. Oh, before I even go in, I want all of you, the viewers, to take a real good look at the inside of Chef's house. And just keep it locked away in your mental memory for the next 4 episodes. Episode 5, I'll explain why you want to keep this in your memory. But yeah, just look at the inside of Chef's house and take note of it.
Chef, those turkeys suck big portions of ass. And if you were a superior marksman like me, maybe you wouldn't have a problem. Shut up, fat ass.
Children, you need to focus on the problem at hand. I just found out those turkeys are nesting in a cave complex formed by the volcano when it erupted. If you children don't take care of those turkeys, that could be the end of us all. Are you up for it?
Oh. So this is the cutscene where he talks about the volcano. Okay. Alright, I have to admit, this is not my first time recording this. This is actually like my second attempt at recording this, so for this particular playthrough I'm doing, I'm kind of skipping the cutscenes, and I just sort of assumed that when he talked about the volcano stuff that it was in the last cutscene he talked about it and not this cutscene. So which makes me wonder, what the hell did he talk about during the last cutscene? Yeah, whatever. Everything I said about the volcano stuff still applies. So, yeah. I'll probably just leave a note about that post-editing. But yeah, episode 3. We're gonna get a whole bunch of new items this time. This is also the longest level in the stage, in the world, in the episode. Okay. So, I could let this guy live again, because the items you get from defending the town, they always respawn. So I can just keep collecting those Terrence and Phillip dolls every time I go into the little mini game. But how many do I have? I have 4 of them. Yeah, that's enough.
Dude, sweet.
You really don't need them that much. It's just sort of a cool thing. They're gonna come in handy later.
Yeah, evil turkey.
In later episodes, not particularly this episode, so it's not really that important. Once we get to like episode 2, we can start letting the tanks in episode 2 escape to go into that mini game to collect the Terrence and Phillip dolls. Oh my gosh, I keep running out of breath. Speaking of running out of breath, I feel like my lung capacity has been going down lately, which is weird. Like I feel like I get tired more easily, which is, I don't understand why. I work out a bunch. I go running and exercise. Maybe it's my dietary habits. I've been eating a lot of junk food lately. I think I've been drinking too much soda too. Oh no! You know what, from this day on, I'm going to stick to fruits and vegetables. Oh! They fell right out of the sky. I'm going to stick to fruits and vegetables so I can live till I'm 100 years old. Hopefully? Oh, please, God, let me live for 100. Wait, no, don't let me live to 100. I don't want to live that long. Like, what can you do in your 90s? You're just gonna be like an old, decrepit fart. You can't really do anything. You can't move. I mean, unless you're like really, really fit. Oh, give me those cheesy poofs. Unless you're like, yeah, unless you're like really, really fit and active. But how often do you ever see active 90-year-olds? Huh. Who knows? Actually, I think there was this one really old lady. I'm pretty sure she appeared as like a guest star in a Kelly Clarkson show. But she was like this old ass lady, but she was like still, like, she was still there. She was like mentally there. She was physically there. She didn't look a day past 70. I don't know what her secret is. The secret of immortality. Or maybe she made a deal with Satan. Speaking of Satan, actually, no, I'm not gonna get into that now. You know what, I'll kind of dive into it. Speaking of Satan, you can actually play as Satan in multiplayer mode. On the PC version of this game, but not in this version, not in the Nintendo 64. Yeah, the PC version is different from the Nintendo 64 and the PlayStation version. I mean, in terms of the multiplayer characters. It's probably different in other ways too, but I just don't know how. I've only ever played this version of the game. So, during this playthrough, I'm not really gonna go into the PlayStation version or the PC version. This is strictly a Nintendo 64 endeavor. But from what I remember, I think the music is different in the PlayStation version. Like, during the first world, whenever you're in town and they play the town theme, I think they add like an extra percussion to it. So it's like or something like that. It's like a drum beat that you don't hear in the Nintendo 64 version. The Virgin version. I feel like that's the name of some sort of obscure porno that I don't know about. the virgin version. Which version of this virgin do you want? Alright, that's enough of that. See, we got our new item over here.
Oh, sweet.
I'm just gonna get rid of these guys first before I pick it up, because I kind of want to show it off. Actually, if I wanted to show it off, I should have let them live and used the weapon on
You
them.
will respect my authority.
Yeah, the sponge dart gun. This is probably the best gun you're gonna have for this entire level. Not probably, it is! It will be the best gun you have for this entire level. This gun was specifically made for this level, I think. At least it might as well be. This is pretty much the only level it's gonna have any use. Look at this. It's a rapid fire machine gun. Perfect for killing the turkey enemies since they go down in one hit. So you can just go fucking crazy and just obliterate everything in your path. It's amazing. Oh, and the alternate version of it. Alright. I'm gonna wait for a turkey to show up before I use it. Okay, so what you want to do, you gotta charge it, and then just let loose.
I'm not cutting you guys before
Like
I-
that. But it uses up more ammo than I would really care for. It only uses up 10. You're better off using the rapid fire though. I mean, it's cool in concept, the charge up. But there are so many better weapons to use in lieu of the charge up. Okay, I'm trying to concentrate on killing the turkeys and talk at the same time. It makes my mind go a footy. Reminds me of that one episode of. Does anyone remember that show Edgar and Ellen? It used to be a book. I used to read it back in elementary school. And they made a show about it on Nickelodeon. And I remember there's this one episode called like the games of footy. Instead of the games of foot, but they say a games of footy. Oh man, that's bringing back memories. But no, we're not here to go prance about on memory lane. We're here to take some turkeys' names in vain and make them complain about the pain that I'm making them endure on this hurt train. I love this fucking gun, man. But the problem is that it runs out of ammo way too quick. I mean, I understand why though. It's rapid fire and it's way too overpowered. I mean, overpowered for this particular mission. Ooh, double fire rate. Look how fast it goes. I know I'm wasting ammo, but I just gotta show it off. It's fast. And also, they're really generous with the ammo too. So you really don't need to worry too much about running out of ammo. Because they're pretty damn generous on how much ammo you can keep getting.
I'm gonna deck you in.
Ooh, especially in World 5, or Episode 5. They really fill you up to the balls with ammo and weapons in Episode 5. Because it's the final episode, so of course they're gonna make sure you're fucking ready for the final boss. Which is pretty awesome. It kind of reminds me of the final mission in Grand Theft Auto, Ballad of Gay Tony, not Ballad of Gay Tony, what's the other one? The Lost and the Damned. Where it's like in the final level, or like right before the final level, where you can get all these guns and ammos for free from that one guy in his van. And you can just totally fill up on maximum ammo, and you don't even have to pay for it too. Okay, once again we reached the gate that we cannot open until we kill every single last turkey. Oh, I'm almost out of ammo. Okay, I'm gonna switch back to Kyle. Kill. My name's not Kill. Man, there's something about in order to prepare for this playthrough, I went back and watched the old South Park episodes, and oh my god, it feels like a real different show than the later seasons. Like, all the characters feel like totally different characters. For one thing, the characters, like the main 4 boys, they feel more like actual kids. Just like, they feel more like how actual potty-mouthed kids would act in real life. I mean, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with like the new episodes and how they act, but it feels more like they're, how do I explain this? It feels like the new episodes, it's like adults in children's bodies, as opposed to the early season where it's like just them, as they're just kids, just being bad. You know, I don't know how to explain it. It's just, there's some kind of charm to it. Like a childlike, youthful charm in the early seasons. I miss it. I think that was like 20 years ago. Oh my god. Dang, I was a little kid when I first started watching South Park too. Oh my god. How old was I? Like 7? I mean, of course back then I didn't understand any of the jokes that they had. Any of the adult jokes. I was just, to my dumb 7-year-old brain, it's like, oh, it's a cartoon, bright colors. Oh, they said a funny no-no word. But there are like some funny-ass jokes that, ooh, that guy went fucking flying. That was some pretty good horizontal distance on him. But yeah, there are some real funny-ass jokes that I never got when I was younger. It's amazing. Are we almost at the end yet? Of course we are. I don't know why I'm asking questions that only myself can answer. But yeah, we're almost there. Almost there, guys. I can understand why... I wanted to say many, but like... I almost said all, so I almost said mall. But I caught myself before I said mall, so... I just kind of came out with a weird noise. Ah, don't you love human speech? I don't even remember what I was talking about before. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, I can see why many people find this game very boring. Like, this level kind of drags on and on, to be honest. Because there's so many turkeys. Actually, it's not going that fast for me right now since I know exactly where to go, but as a first-time player, there's a pretty good chance they're gonna get lost. So they might be going in circles or something, but which makes the level seem a lot longer than it actually is. Oh, also, secret wall. Yeah, it makes the level seem a lot longer than it really is, which makes this whole entire game in general seem a lot more boring than it actually is. But I swear, it's not. It's not. Once we get past the first world into the second episode, that's where things really pick up. Okay, yeah, we're gonna go this way. Oh, don't worry. You don't have to worry about falling here. It's an invisible wall blocks us from falling off. But there is actually going to be a level in episode 4 that does have a bottomless pit. So you gotta watch out for that, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Literally. It's just an actual bridge we can fall off and die. Excuse me, I had to clear my throat. 97, just like the year the show came out. How symbolic. It's as if I got hit to that damage on purpose. Oh, never mind. Now I'm back at, I'm at 96. 95. Maybe that's the year that little pilot came out? Maybe? I don't know what year that came out. The pilot with Santa Claus fighting Jesus that that Matt and Trey came out with as a sort of pilot to South Park. Okay. Okay, we're almost there. We're almost there, guys. Watch. Watch. Oh, not here. Not yet. We have one more ladder we gotta go up. There is nothing over there. Don't even bother. But yeah. Yeah. Cutscene time. Okay, we got our first boss fight over here. So before anything, what we want to do... Okay, what we want to do is not get hit. But what we want to do is collect all the items first. Ooh, excuse me. Had a little burp come out of my throat. I don't know if I'm going to keep that in or not. But anyways, yeah, we want to get all the items. Because there's going to be a boss fight right after this guy. And we want all the ammo we can get. So after we got our ammo, we just want to aim for his butt. Just keep throwing dodgeballs in it. And we can take him down real quick.
Oh my god! They killed Kenny! You bastard! I think we finally got them all. We gotta get home. It's almost time for Terrence and Philip to be on. Oh yeah, this tunnel looks like a shortcut. Dude, sweet!
Okay, Kenny died. Oh no. Oh, speaking of Terrence and Philip, fun fact. Terrence and Philip comes on at 8 o'clock, according to the show. Big Gay Al! Outrage. I assume the joke is that outrage is a stereotypical thing that the homosexual community uses. This is an outrage, or this is outrageous, or how outrageous. Well, it sounds more like Tyler Perry, actually. Anyways, forget it. You want to save? Yes. $11. Friends don't lie. Episode 1, Stage 4. Get back to South Park in time for Thanksgiving dinner. Be careful. Okay, so you're probably wondering what happens if Kenny dies. Pretty much nothing. If Kenny had any weapons on him, it would just get transferred over to the next person. Now, if all 8 characters had weapons, I really don't know what would happen, since it's actually impossible for that to happen in normal gameplay.
Dude, get over here so I can kick your turkey nuts in the face.
But yeah, here's when a real boss fight begins. It's just the same as the last boss fight. You just want to keep kicking his ass. Literally. Or I guess in this case, just keep throwing stuff up his ass. Not really kicking it, but This is why we want a lot of the dodgeball ammo. I'm already down to 52. And my aim, I don't have the best aim in the world, so I need all the ammo I can get. But once he gets low enough, he's gonna start sitting down like that. And what we want to do then, what I like to do is, I like to get the Terrence and Philip dolls and just kind of go crazy with it. I don't know why he's not taking damage. Ah, shit. Normally he would take damage from that. Anyways. Terrence and Philip dolls are worthless. Fuck. Okay, now we just want to aim for the head. Ah, shit. There we go. Just a few more hits. Eventually, he's gonna get up soon. If I don't... Ah, shit. If I don't kill him in time, he's just gonna get up again and start walking again. But that takes a while. It's just easier to kill him while he's sitting. Yeah, there we go. Easy.
That turkey didn't know who he was messing with. Hey, you guys, Kirk's eating the turkey butt. I'm not eating turkey butt. You son of a bitch, I'll kick you in the nuts.
Cartman didn't have any subtitles. That's weird. But yeah, that's the end of episode 1. So, which means the end of this episode. So next time, oh, Ned Hawking, Stephen Hawking, they have the same voice modulator thing. That's a joke, haha. So next time, we're gonna go on to episode 2 and fight some different opponents. And the thing is, that's where the game really picks up. It's gonna be awesome. I'm excited for it. It's gonna kick ass. So, this has been the Channel of Flash. Make sure you subscribe and all that shit. Subscribe, comment, leave a like. Don't leave a dislike. If you leave a dislike, I will come over to your house and spit in your dog's mouth. And knowing that the dog was probably raised by some sick fuck who goes around disliking videos, he would probably enjoy it. Anyways, see you later, alligators. Right after I save.